All right, good evening, everybody. It's 8 o'clock. We're going to get ready for our second matchup of the night, match day number 1. Match 2, we saw a really exciting first match between Germany and Switzerland earlier. Germany was able to go ahead and grab their first victory of this World Cup by a 3-1 score, so they pick up 3 points and currently are in the lead of Group A. Switzerland probably not finishing the way that they wanted to in that matchup there. Already -2 goal differential for them. Could hurt them as they move forward throughout the tournament, especially since we take the top 2 teams from each group. So this is going to be the second matchup of Group A. It'll also wrap up Group A's match day number 1. We got the Ireland taking on the Ivory Coast, or Côte d'Ivoire, if you really want to get technical there. Ireland will be in their greens, and we'll see the Ivory Coast in their visiting whites. Let's go ahead and take a look at the team sheets for you here. Give you an idea of what the lineups are going to be like for both of these squads. I'm not going to pretend I know anything about these teams because the reality is I don't. I'm just here to enjoy this matchup here. Ireland will be setting themselves up in a 4-2-3-1. It's going to be a 4-2-3-1 for Ireland. The Ivory Coast will be setting up in a 4-3-3. So that's going to be their formations out there on the pitch. With that said, let's go ahead and get this match underway from Forest Park Stadium. Wish I didn't have to sit through these. I'm not doing any practice. I just letting the computer play the games. Let me just start the game. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to match day number 1, match 2. This is going to wrap up Group A. Ireland taking on the Ivory Coast here from Forest Park Stadium. As you can see, the Irish are in full swing here, as are the Ivory Coast fans. Look at those flags. Just holding the one upside down. The officials make their way out of the tunnel, as do the teams, as they'll get lined up for the respective national anthems. Here's the Irish national anthem. It's a team lined up. Both teams have a lot to rely on this game. We'll get into that after the national anthem.
McLean. Number 13, Jeff Hendry. And number 9.
As the national anthems come to an end, the teams congratulate themselves for making it here, wish each other luck. A lot riding on this game for both of these teams here, with the fact of Switzerland dropping their match to the Germans, the 2-goal differential. One of these teams here could put themselves in a good position to grab an early lead to that second spot in Group A of this 2020 World Cup. Here's the starting 11 for Martin O'Neill's Irish. And as stated before, they will take on that 4-4-1-1. It looks like they're going at. Is that what I said they were doing? Lone striker there with Long. The main thing to know about that.
Enjoy the game.
The 4-3-3 for the Ivory Coast setting up here. It's a 4-2-3-1 for Ireland. I do apologize for that. The last time Ireland was in the World Cup, 2002, when it was held in Korea and Japan. 2002, the last time Ireland's been at the World Cup. Last time the Ivory Coast in the World Cup, 2014. They've been there in 6, 10, and 14, so they had made it for 3 consecutive tournaments. Unfortunately, not able to make the team. The Ivory Coast, their record in World Cup play is Ireland strikes early. Whoa, my goodness, Ireland with the early strike at the second minute from way outside the penalty area. And this house is rocking. Oh, you're talking at least 50, like 5 yards out of the box there. Look at this ball just float. Nothing he could do. Gets it up there just under that crossbar. The Irish go up early here. Harry Arter, the 3rd minute with his goal. Ireland knows what's on the line here. They want to solidify this and get this one done sooner rather than later. As I was saying before the goal happened, the Ivory Coast, they have a record of playing 9 matches in the World Cup. They have a record of 3 wins, 1 draw, and 5 losses. So that is their World Cup record. Looking at the Irish, they have a World Cup record of 13 matches, 2 wins, 8 draws, 3 losses. That's what Ireland is looking at right now. So both teams, not a lot of World Cup experience. They've only been in the World Cup, both of them, 3 times. So how is that inexperience going to come out to play here? Excuse me. Ivory Coast setting up for the corner. Low corner, just booted away there by Ireland. Send it back. Force the Ivory Coast to regroup at this situation. Ivory Coast could be a little fast. They got speed. Ooh, no handball. Like this, we're getting a handball, but we will get a corner for the Coast. And up. Ivory Coast has speed. I'll give them that. They're going to have speed. That's probably what's going to help them out here, as long as they don't tire themselves out. If they're able to keep that speed in their attacking. Cannon trying to make some space. Looking around. He's getting forced out there. Hendrick able to knock that ball away. Puts it down to Clark. Not out of danger yet. Still got some white shirts in that area that can make something happen. Harder to Coleman. Coleman pushing it forward to Brady. Hendrick looking over the middle. Taps it up to Arter. Arter able to put the brakes on before losing possession. Hendrick just sends it into no man's land. Nobody there but white jerseys of the Côte d'Ivoire. Aurier. Fancy footwork to Seredi. Aurier again over the middle to Seri. Trying to make space and advance forward. Vasale. Sorry about that. Pepe. Trying to make space to Conan. Not the wrestler. Conan looking. He was trying to get a cross in there. Unable to get it though, as McLean was able to go ahead and cleanly knock that away. Brady with a nice header over to Hendrick again to get over. Long to Hendrick. Hendrick has to push it back. Nobody was really forward for him to look at. Unfortunately, by having to do that, though, allowed a lot of white jerseys to get themselves back into position for defense. Long just outside the penalty box, can't penetrate. Long's looking around, trying to make space. Back to Arter. And Arter's window closed really fast on him. In the box, Brady with a little floater just wide. Just wide. So Shane Duffy comes up just a little wide there. This was the penalty from earlier. Yep, handball there, just a little tap there after making the block with his body. Hey, Joseph, what's going on? We got the big match coming up tonight, 9 o'clock. Mexico and USA coming from Azteca. That's going to be the big one. We're watching match number 2 of Group A here. Earlier, we saw Germany take a victory 3-1 over Switzerland, putting them on top of Group A right now with 3 points. Ireland jumped out to an early lead in this matchup. Goal in the 3rd minute. Nice clear by the Ivory Coast. Ivory Coast setting up for, I believe it's their 4th corner so far. Only in the 17th minute here. They've been putting pressure on Ireland. They're trying to get that goal back. Oh, nice header, but right to Randolph. Right place, right time. With Switzerland losing that match to Germany, both of these teams would love to walk away with at least a point. Ireland would love to get the 3 points, but I'm sure both of them would like to at least get 1 point. Put the pressure on the Swiss. Throw for Ivory Coast coming up. Once again, during the group stages, each match is going to be 2 10-minute halves with a 5-minute intermission. And just sending that away, no man's land, nobody there, nobody home. We're looking at another corner here. Ivory Coast. Trying to make something out of one of these corners here. They get themselves back in. Still got plenty of time before the half comes around. Listen, Cross just puts it straight up, still in danger, able to back it away. Ivory Coast regroups, trying to spread out those green shirts a little bit, trying to find some openings. Sloppy ball there. Had the penetration, unable to control it. DA able to get back in. Aurier now trying to work around, finds an opening, pushes it back to Kessie. Kessie back to Aurier. Aurier trying to salvage something there, but Holman able to intercept that pass. A lot of fight being put up by the Ivory Coast defense. It seems like they just really were sleeping at the start there, allowing Ireland to get that goal from about, I'd say about 18 yards out. Since then, their defense has woke up. They've been using their speed to their advantage. If only they would be able to get some penetration. There's Pepe with a breakaway. He's got nothing but green in front of him. Can he get somebody in the box there? Saleh, and they're offsides. And a nice looking breakaway there. Just couldn't put the brakes on enough. And there's that offsides right there. Tough break for the Ivory Coast. They really look like they had something advancing at this point here. Don't forget, each game will be uploaded individually to YouTube, my YouTube page. So if you're looking for a specific game, just want to recap it or watch a little bit of it, go right to the game. You don't have to worry about searching through a long 4-hour file of games. Now the Irish in control, trying to make something happen, setting it up. Bad pass to Conan, though, interception. As you take a look at the passing individuals, Hendrick leading with 66%, Kessie with 62%. Not exactly stellar numbers, nothing to write home about. As we talked about earlier at the beginning of this match, both of these teams are a little inexperienced with World Cup experience, only making 3 tournaments in their past. Let's see. I think Ireland made it to the knockout stage in 1990, where they lost to Italy 1-0. Looks like in the quarters. They made it to the knockout stage in 94, round of 16, before they were knocked out by the Netherlands. A lot of pressure being put on there, but Ivory Coast able to shut it down. Can they take advantage? A lot of green shirts are back. Red shirts are back too. In 2002, they Irish made it again to the knockout stage, being knocked out by Spain in the round of 16. Just over the nets, Brady looking to put them up 2-0 here. Unfortunately, just lofted that one a little too much. The Ivory Coast has never made it out of the group stage of a World Cup. They've been to 3 World Cups, and they've never made it out of the group stage. Offsides? No offsides called. Surprised. Nothing comes of it, though. A little clear away. Ireland looks like they should be able to retain possession. No, give him back to Ivory Coast. 35th minute. 1-0 Ireland in this matchup here. Let them play on. Asale, can he find help in there? Just had to shuffle it up there. Didn't get his foot that he wanted to. Give him credit for a shot, though. Can't score if you don't try. Lost this one in. No offsides, but nothing came of it, though. Ireland was playing good defense in that situation. Let him play on. Good call by the ref. Let him play on. Give him the advantage. Playing with a nice move there. Seeing a lot of space. Anybody to help him out? No. Conan with a nice header just to get it out of the area there. This will set up a corner for the Irish. You see Brady strike from earlier, just missing by a foot or two. Brady taking the corner. First one for Ireland today, and this one just skips away. Kind of dangerous there. There was an opening, there was a chance. Just one. So this will result. Stoppage here. This will be a free kick for the Ivory Coast. Goal kick for the Ivory Coast, right? Margarita time at halftime. Nice. I got my raspberry and lime truly. Ivory Coast now with possession, trying to make something of this here, trying to get themselves on the scoreboard. Gives it right back up to Ireland, though. Not too many green jerseys around. Have to regroup. McLean to Long. Looking to Brady. Brady's got a good strike. Nope, just a little weak-footed there. Again, give him credit for a shot on goal. Brady able to muscle away to Long. Long trying to get around, and no. I'm going to get a free kick. This is a dangerous area here. No card. Just going to let him play on. Right call. They were just jostling for position. That's all it was. Oh, wow! Simone Deli is getting a card. The first yellow card of the tournament. I don't really necessarily agree with that. It looked like they were just kind of jostling for position. Either way, this is going to result in a free kick. He's lucky this didn't happen about 2 or 3 feet forward, or this would have been a penalty. You got Brady, who's dangerous. We saw he can get close. Let's see what he does with this free kick. Lost it off the crossbar. Brady once again falling short. What's the call that we got here? This will be throw-in for the Irish. Wow, Brady had just about gotten that one in there. McLean trying to work it around. They're working that outside area, trying to get somebody open in the box. They're unable to. Ward now dropping it back to Arter. Arter back to Hendrick. Hendrick's looking for McLean. Can't make anything happen from the edge there. Now he's got space. Not able to make a cross. Hendrick back down to Arter. You know who they want to get to. They want to get to their boy Brady. Ooh, that one got just by Arter and Hendrick. As a result, was offside. And it looks like we're going to get 4 minutes of stoppage here in the first half. 4 minutes of stoppage time coming up before we take a halftime break. Deli with the yellow card, so he's got to watch himself now. Irish able to muscle that away, sends it back to the keeper to clear. Just trying to keep the Ivory Coast away. Ooh, nice tackle there by Ward to break that up. They had something happening, but it was broken up. Brady gives it up to Conan. Ivory Coast trying to make one last opportunity. They put it up. It's spanked away. Play on. Floater into the box. Nobody there to retrieve. Ireland will just toss it around. Wait for that whistle, which we just get. End of the first half here in Ireland. Coming to you from Forest Park Stadium. We got Ireland up 1-0 so far at this point. Looking to grab those 3 points away from the Ivory Coast and share a lead point-wise with the Germans in Group A. 5-minute intermission coming up before we start up the second half. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of these stats and replays there. There was our leading goal 3 minutes into the first half. We saw our first goal, putting the Irish up 1-0. The pressure has been there. The Ivory Coast has been making pressure. We take a look at the shots on goal, 7-5, nice and even there. Possession, not bad, 53-47. Ivory Coast, 3 of their shots have been on target, so they're making the keeper work. Unfortunately, though, they're just not getting really strong shots on there. Defensive game being played by the Irish here, 6-4 on the tackles. 1 foul, 1 yellow card for Delhi here in the 42nd minute. Got to go ahead and get that down in my stats. I want to make sure that I'm keeping track of all this here. So now he's got to play safe. Otherwise, he might be missing a match here. Let's get this down here. Yellow, red. I'm trying to keep as many stats for you guys as I can. Who got that? No reds, no injuries. There was 1 injury earlier in the game with Goretzka. Looked like it was just like a small hamstring. He was able to pull through it and finish up his match, so he'll be okay for the next one. 1 offside for each team. And corners. Ivory Coast has been nailing the corners 5-1, just haven't been able to make anything of it. As you take a look at the shot accuracy and pass accuracy, Ireland's not doing so well on their shots. They are doing well passing, though. They are controlling that passing game. Take a look at our events here. Our 3rd minute with that goal to make it 1-0. The yellow card coming in the 19th minute for the Ivory Coast. So as we look forward, if this result holds, we'll see Germany and Ireland both on top of Group A with 3 points. Germany would have the goal differential. They have a +2 goal differential to what would be Ireland's +1. If Ivory Coast is able to level this up, they would each walk away with a point, winning both of them on top of Switzerland. If the result holds and Ireland does take the 1-0 lead, the Ivory Coast would be on top of Switzerland by goal differential, a -1 to a -2 at this point here. So coming up, the second half of Ireland versus the Ivory Coast, and then the big one at 9 o'clock. We're going to have Mexico versus USA from Azteca. That's going to be the big one that everybody's going to want to stick around for. I will give you a new link to follow when that match starts. So please check my Facebook page for the new link for that match. It'll be going up at about 9 o'clock for that matchup. Hope you guys have been enjoying so far. A lot got taken out of me during that first match between Germany and Switzerland. Not going to lie. So I'm trying to conserve some energy here for Mexico, USA. Hopefully that'll be an exciting match for everybody involved. We got about a minute left before we're going to go ahead and resume this matchup here. Don't forget, tomorrow night, we're back with 3 more matches. Tomorrow's April 1st. It's April Fool's Day. But we got 3 matches for you anyway. We're going to be seeing at 7 p.m. Turkey versus India. That's going to wrap up Group B. And then Group C gets into action with 8 p.m. Spain versus the Netherlands. And then wrapping up at 9 p.m. Greece versus Canada. So by the end of tomorrow, we will have Groups A, B, and C complete with Match Day 1. And then Match Day 1 will wrap up on April 2nd, which is Thursday. Belgium versus Chile, and Bulgaria versus China. I know somebody's definitely waiting for that Spain-Netherlands match tomorrow. Looking at you, Josh. That's going to be a rematch of the 2010 World Cup final. Yeah, India versus Turkey. I'm excited about this cup. As I said during the pregame show, I really like the fact that we're seeing some teams play that normally we don't see on the big stage, even though it is virtual. You know, weirder things have happened in the virtual world. They are in a group with Mexico and USA, though, so that's going to be a big hill for them to climb at that point. All right, with that said, let's go ahead and get you back to Forest Park Stadium in Ireland. Our head referee, Matthew Mzizi, as we got Ireland up 1-0 over the Ivory Coast as we get ready to start the second half of this matchup. Here we go. As the whistle blows, Ivory Coast will start us off here in the second half. Let's see, any substitutions made during the half? Nothing popping up on the screen as of yet. Surprised you're keeping him in, Delhi, with his card. As long as he plays clean, I guess. Need some fresher legs out there for later. Ooh, Asali with a nice move to make away, but just a weak-footed shot there. Not really putting a lot of pressure onto Randolph. Brady back to Coleman. Coleman making his way down, ran out of space, so pushed it back to Clark. Clark with a beautiful pass to Hendrick. Nobody around. And Long just tried to thread a needle. Paid the price. Lost possession. Sari drops it down to Aurier. Asali moving it back, but Ward is able to anticipate the move. And off with the clear. Possession coming back. Ooh, Ireland. Carter, big hit there, able to get up and walk away, no problem. So now Long, nothing but green pastures ahead of him. Lots of white shirts in the area, though. Cross was all for naught. There was nobody there to intercept that. No, Josh, you say India, really India. I'm going to come back and laugh when they wind up being like the runner-up of that group somehow. So McLean is coming out for Daryl Horgan. Trying to get some better defense in there to preserve this 1-0 lead. Duffy to Myler. Myler over to Arter over the center. Arter chips it up to Brady. Back to Coleman, who just had to set bounds. Giving possession up to the Ivory Coast for the throw-in. Approaching the 54th minute of this match here. Ireland taking a 1-0 lead early back in the third minute. Trying to solidify 3 points and share the lead in the group standings. Should this result hold and they keep those 3 points, their next match would be against Switzerland. They close out their group stage with Germany. I was getting ready to say it's going to be wins. Ireland put on some good defense here, but this is where the speed really comes to help the Ivory Coast on bad passes like that get through. Too much ball being shown. Both teams playing kind of sloppy. Nobody really dominating possession-wise. I don't want to say that it was a fluke goal for Ireland at the beginning of the match there, but we haven't really seen them attempt anything other. They've had a couple of chances, but like nothing that makes me say, oh wow, this is where they're going to put some pressure on either Switzerland or Germany. Substitution being made by the Ivory Coast. Pepe coming out for Kalou. Trying to get some fresh legs out there, definitely, to make something happen. Possibly get themselves on the board, come away with a point here in this first group stage. Ireland just trying to work the ball around now, spread out some of those white shirts Again, just trying to thread needle and get them into tight spots. It's just not working for them. It's also them losing possession. Luckily, they're able to get it back. Like I said, both teams playing kind of sloppy here. Definitely no one here making us open our eyes too much. Hate to say it like that, but that's just the way it is. Those of you watching at home, I know just me watching on my screen here. It's so nice to be watching sports again. Oh, and another card. Card coming out to Cannon. So that's now 2 yellow cards for the Ivory Coast in tonight's matchup. Let's see, Cannon. Oh, they cut it out there. And Hurahane coming in from Eiler. It's interesting that this is happening for the Ivory Coast here. Wow. 2 yellow cards in the match for them. So now they got 2 players that they need to watch for as they make their way through the rest of the group stage. Corner coming up for Ireland. We taken by Brady, trying to set them up to extend their lead here in the 65th minute of this match. Punched away beautifully by the goaltender. Brady not able to advance, and he was able to get the punch back, but just not able to take full possession. Sending this one down, really there's nobody around. Too much defense going on. Ireland playing very good defense late here in the first half. Sorry, second half. As we approach the 60th minute. To advance. Long to Hendrick. Hendrick trying to make some space, not able to do anything with it. He just gives it up. And this will be a throw for the Irish. Substitution coming up. DA is coming out for Dukari. A lot of these guys getting their very first experience in a World Cup setting. Do nerves play a factor in it? Inexperience definitely plays a factor in it. Germany looking to Ireland looking to advance. Coleman not able to do anything. Max Gradle just takes it away. Pushes it back to Conan. Over the middle. They're battling for possession here. Ireland able to win possession. Takes it back. A lot of white shirts had moved back, so let's see what's going to happen here. Not a lot of green shirts in the area, surprisingly. Hendrick to Long. Long sends it back to Arter. Arter's trying to look around, make some space. He's able to find Long. Just taps it back to Jorge. Hendrick needs to move this ball forward. Arter, Hendrick, not able to make any kind of penetration into the box. Arter just gives it up. Guess he had a good read on that, anticipated it beautifully with the interception. I see a lot of tired legs out there for some of these guys. Ivory Coast is just not moving with the speed that they had in the first half of this matchup. Here comes a break. This could be a break. Max Gradle, not a lot of people behind him, around him. Crosses it over. Randolph right there for it. Really didn't have anybody to send that one out to. Just kind of put it out there, a hope and a prayer. Unfortunately, that prayer was not answered. Along with a little chip into the box. Able to clear it out. Horgan to Arter. Arter back to Horgan. Orbier able to anticipate, read, make the interception. Deli staying back. Clears out to Gradle. To Corey. Down to Nessie with a little floater. Masali not able to do anything with it. Once again, possession squandered.
Substitution for the Republic of Ireland.
That is substitution. Doherty coming in for Coleman. He's going to try and get defense out there as we get ready for the last 10 minutes or so of this matchup as we approach the 80th minute. Coming up. Let's see if the Ivory Coast can make something at this point. Trying to level this matchup late here in the 80th minute, 81st minute coming up. Something to the box. Away easily. Take possession. Oregon moving along. Not a lot of budget around him. Not a lot of help he has either. Squanders possession there, just overran it. Over to Hendrick. Up over to Grady. Grady once again with that pass. Good read though by Ivory Coast. That's what Ivory Coast has been doing good in this matchup. They've been anticipating a lot of the passes. Oh, they finally made penetration to the box, but nothing doing. Not able to get anything going for them once they make it into the box. That's kind of been the story for Ireland all night there. They haven't really been able to make a lot of penetration into the box. When they do, though, nothing happens for them. That one goal coming back in the 3rd minute from about 15 yards out. Possession scored once again by both teams. 87th minute with this matchup getting ready to wrap up. All eyes are going to be on the official to see what kind of stoppage is going to get put up shortly. Brady fighting for possession, not able to make anything happen. Ivory Coast trying one last ditch effort to try and get a late goal here to equalize this up. I don't want to say the outcome is shocking. I think people were probably expecting Ireland to get the win, especially playing on their home pitch. 3-minute stoppage. 3-minute stoppage. So the tackle possession goes back to Ireland. Just floats this one away. This will be substitution coming in. Bailey coming in for Conan. One last ditch effort here with the stoppage time. See if they can equalize this up. Otherwise, Ireland's going to take the 3 points. Point-wise, they'll be tied with Germany in the group. The difference will be a goal differential. Once again, it'll be an Ivory Coast throw. Or we have to throw it. Bailey trying to advance. And that is the referee has blown his whistle for the final time. Ireland will go ahead and pick up the 3 points as they defeat the Ivory Coast by a score of 1-0. The goal coming way back in the 3rd minute of the first half by Harry Arter. There is your goal scorer. Before we wrap this up, let's go ahead and take a look at some of the stats from this matchup here, as we will be taking stats for you guys throughout the entire tournament. We will take a look at the player ratings. Man of the match. Why, who does that man of the match go to? And that is going to go to Harry Arter right there. Harry Arter will be your man of the match with that beautiful, beautiful goal that he scored early in the 3rd minute, which proved to be the difference of the game there. So here are your stats. Very low, a lot of passing, not a lot of shots. Not a lot on target, at least for Ireland. As we take a look at the Ivory Coast, not a lot of shots on target for them as well. A lot of work to be done by both teams here as they get their way through the rest of this group stage here. But when all is said and done, day number 1 is complete for Group A. And as of right now, the standings in Group A, we got Germany leading the group with 3 points, a goal differential of +2. Ireland has 3 points as well. They would be considered the runner-up as to this point with that goal differential of 1. Ivory Coast, they're going to be atop of Switzerland based on that goal differential. Ivory Coast giving up just that 1 goal. Switzerland giving up 3 to the 1 that they scored, so they got that goal differential of -2. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back at 9 o'clock, got about 20 minutes, we are going to be checking out our marquee match for the night, Mexico versus the United States, coming from Azteca. Stick around. Definitely going to want to watch this one to end the night and end match day number 1. Hope you guys are enjoying the show. I'm enjoying doing this for you. I'll see you guys in a little bit. I'll be putting up the link for the Mexico-USA game on my Facebook page. So please, please, please make sure you check out my Facebook page to get that link. And I will see you guys a little later. Bye-bye.